Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Gerard Piqué. He's just about the toughest opponent you can imagine when it comes to one-on-one tussles, Peter. Pretty much unbeatable in the air or on the ground. He's also very comfortable on the ball and quite adept at picking a pass, whether it be long or short.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. No way through.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Kusanov, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Xavi Alonso knocks it into space. It's a great ball, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Picked out brilliantly. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nicely weighted ball.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure...
Bale! Goal! Portugal! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Serginho's cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Marmouche. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. McAllister, deftly out wide. Oh, super ball. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. Chiellini clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Bale. Opts to play it back. Serginho. That's an imaginative pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Portugal head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And Torres! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance. And it's been played through. David Villa! He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those...
Bale! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's going for goal! Tonali. Nice-looking ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
There's a no-nonsense tackle. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. David Villa tries to play it through. Good ball over the top. Now who's going to be first to this? Looking here to chip it through. Cleared away. Conte. And it's Neymar. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a really well-measured ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that interception was most necessary. He's had a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Fernando Torres brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him is number 42, Musiala.
Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar. 2 minutes to be added on. Aimed beyond the defence. Belletti.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park and no way through.
And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the...
Inshallah. Shoo.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly... And Martinez! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Showing good feet. Bale! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Bale. It's a good run down the right. Chooses to go back. It's Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? About as smooth as it gets. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, super ball! Real chance! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Bale demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Portugal take the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Cleared without complication. And he thumps it clear. Bale. Oh, this looks sharp. Casemiro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Chiellini. And it's Xavi Alonso. Now Neymar. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Martinez. Martinez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Camavinga, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There's the shot! Sticks it away! And they're at it again, in double quick time. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Great vision. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Martinez. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Neymar tries to pass it through. Now it's just the goalkeeper to beat. Good read, needed to be. Oh, what's he giving here? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Yeah, and making the challenge outside the box, I think, would have been preferable, Peter, but I guess it's easier said than done.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Can he get it through? Howson gets across to intercept that. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Bale. Bale. They've got a throw in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. Bale! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal have their second corner now. Up he goes! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Xavi Alonso did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And he welcomes it in. Look at the... Marmouche! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So now the difference is 3. Now it's Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a sharp pass. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Camavinga. Might be danger. And Marmouche! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Van Dijk. Casemiro. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Substitution for Red Star, number 7, Lautaro Martinez. Coming on the field.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Ronaldinho.
Camavinga looking for the run. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good-looking ball. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
It's a promising position. He's got tall. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that has been clubbed away. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Casemiro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's a... Ronaldinho! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. He shifted it to the flank. Incoming delivery.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Bale. Red Star appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Red Star have their third corner. And he's managed to get rid. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieri, can he finish? Goal! Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So is this the start of a comeback? Marmoush touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Xavi Alonso. Xabi Alonso. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He has a look up. Red Star needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Xavi Alonso. Looking to play him in. Oh, no joy this time. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. Just one goal in it now. Game on. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Red Star clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he shoots! It's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Portugal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that.
Bale!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Red Star clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Del Piero. Araujo is there to clear. And no, that was never going to make it. That is good alertness. Neymar. And it's Ronaldinho. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Del Piero.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he was quick to react. Chiellini. Araujo. Casemiro. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well played. Xavi Alonso. Neymar. Casemiro. And it's Del Piero. Think through. It's Vieri! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Neymar tries making a foray down the right. Knocks it into space. And this is Bale. Bale! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bale is offering a right...
And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, But he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. And that has been cut short. A probing pass. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Camavinga. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Casemiro gets across to intercept that. Xavi Alonso, that's an imaginative pass. And that was very necessary. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was... He's going for goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Barcelona finding their passes. Shot, takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, what has happened here? And he's heaved it away. Out of play for a throw. Poor robust challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's shifted. Oh, he's been chance for a shot! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's Marmoush. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Casemiro. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's picked his way through. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Long ball upfield. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There's the whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Portugal certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
No outsmarting him this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Out for a throw. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Aimed beyond the defence. And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Ambitious ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. Xavi Alonso. Driving on and making good progress. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, it's come loose. Goulet tries to pass it through, and he's picked out the run. And that's put paid to a promising move. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Marmouche.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Neymar does really well to win the ball there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll fail! That is some save from Khan!
There will be 3
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Pele. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Now there's a fine ball. Xavi Alonso. And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
Oh, easy pickings there. Alonso. Now he's got space here. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get it through? He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get a
Shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. And he's heaved it away. And this is Bale. And smartly reclaimed. Still goalless. Good running, strong and purposeful. Casemiro. Now it's Neymar. That pass has been well intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Marmoush. Big chance! Goal! Portugal! There is the breakthrough.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand them
And the finish! Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that...
Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Barcelona go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's found the way through. Can he finish? And he's quick to get it clear again. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, off the bar! And he thumps it clear. And here's Neymar. He can get that clear. And we have our very first corner.
substitution.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Casemiro clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bale powering forward here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Opts to play it back. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Real chance! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he shoots! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Inzaghi. Batistuta. Nice interception, well timed.
Has been indicated.
And he's there to belt it away. He has found the way through. Oh, sweet feet. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that is the last effort of the game. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hullet.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Looking to play him in. He's on it, can he get away? Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Flamengo! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Portugal looking to pass their way through. Shoots! And he hits the net. And just like that, he's into double figures now.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Xavi Alonso promptly onto that, and that is that. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, that's a fine interception. Hullet. Oh, there's a probing ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Howson. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, robust challenge. Kukçu! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Kukçu really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Camavinga. Xavi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. Xavi Alonso. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. He's through now, it's Neymar! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Portugal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are back on the way. Played into space. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Neymar. And it's Neymar. Closing in on goal. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Oh, it's Neymar! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Portugal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
He's had it taken off him. Marmoush. And here's Marmoush. Kukçu. Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Gullit gets a foot in here. Gullit! He has hit that forcefully.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Neymar was in no mood for any of that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Khan. Oh, just skips past it. Big chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Now it's Messi. Oh, super ball. It's Vinicius Junior.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Gullit. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Bale. Oh, it's a great ball. And the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal complete their comeback and there goes the final whistle. Portugal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Portugal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter, but he makes up for it with his agility.
Fiore! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting.
And a shot! They've scored! A goal on a landmark occasion for this man who makes his 50th appearance here and now. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go.
Decent chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. That is some save from Khan. That is quite remarkable.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
And we have our very first corner. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Nicely weighted ball. David Villa. Tries to pass it through. Howson getting this one clear. It's their second corner of the game. Nunez!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Passes short and sharp. Fiore, can he finish? Goal, Germany! And they're back in front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence.
Shoots! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Just so calm under pressure. And the shot! Goal, Germany! Into the lead once more. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Germany go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Adams. Howson. Kukçu. Back to the keeper it goes. Howson. Adams. Kukçu. Looking to play him in. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's had a shot! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Drilled in. Shot, surely! He's scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's...
Oh, it's a clear foul and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box and it is just a free kick. Howson has been sent off. It was deemed a professional foul. Nunez! Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Well, that has not gone well. And there's the end of the first half.
Portugal would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
So off we go once more.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Pedri. And the counter is on. Pedri. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Germany are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Germany go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Nicely shaped ball. That's been cut out, well played. Germany looking to pass their way through. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's and a chance! He's been relentless, just relentless. And they are cruising away. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So now the difference is 3. Xavi Alonso. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking for options for movement. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Zanetti. And he shoots! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Germany goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's a key interception. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And the finish! Oh, taken with style! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Clinical, just clinical. And that's it. Portugal suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
And it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, this is a terrific run. Gerrard. Van Dijk with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And here's Raul. Shot could be on. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Roberto Carlos! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. And he's there to retrieve it. Camavinga. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Xavi Alonso. No, he's not getting any further than that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Maldini. And it's Ibrahimovic. And he welcomes it in. And a chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cafu, Gerrard, Ronaldinho, quietly revving up. Iraq with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gerrard! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Chiellini. And it's Batistuta. Camavinga. 30 minutes gone. And this is Bale. Bale. Nice bit of trickery. And the shot! Gerrard. Raul. Cafu. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's on his way! Nice interception, well timed. Camavinga. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, good ball! And he was quick to react. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Tries to play it through. Now there, can he finish? Big moment, massive goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Portugal leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
And the action is back underway. Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. And he lines up a cross. He can get that clear. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This their second corner of the game. Big header! Harmlessly behind. Tevez. Xavi Alonso. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cafu. And the shot! He's scored! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Tevez. Van Nistelrooy. There's the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Van Nistelrooy. Deco. This is promising. Tries a shot! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Iraq clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. And this is Deco. Deco showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Deco, he has a look up. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And no, that was never going to make it. Gilberto Silva.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Deco. Neymar. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your reflections then, Jim?
Portugal just may have...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditionals.
Oh, what a mistake! Marmouche. Can he finish? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Marmouche. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Neymar. Kukçu. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Xabi Alonso with a definite foul there. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Bruno Fernandes. Portugal yet to have an attempt on goal. Searching pass he's played there. Camavinga is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Camavinga. Camavinga. This is promising.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, this looks sharp. And he was quick to react. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Casemiro. Xavi Alonso. Alonso. And that's really well manoeuvred. And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Tries to pass it through. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Bale. Knocks it into space. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Khan claims comfortably. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Costa Curta. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Neymar. And the ball is out of play. Van Dijk makes the interception. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
It's a searching pass. Now that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso. And it's Neymar. And he skips past his man. Oh, that's nice. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Portugal have reclaimed it. Camavinga. And he can clear it away.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Neymar. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Shot could be on. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's a poor pen.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter.
So that's it. It is all over. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Portugal can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
That is lovely. Closing in on goal, and he shoots! Oh, that's fabulous!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. First quarter of an hour gone. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's cut it out. Knocks it into space. Oh, super ball. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shoots! Oh, how good is he? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Shot could be on. Rummenigge! Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Camavinga. Pirlo cuts it out. And the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Iwobi. Rummenigge. Xabi Alonso gets over and intercepts. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Portugal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
And we're off again.
Coming on to replace him is number
Driving forward. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Rummenigge gets through on his own. They want to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's Seedorf. Now there's a fine ball. He's picked his way through, takes a shot! Sticks it away! The second half off to a spectacular start. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked.
And a shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still...
Decent chance! In he goes again! It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a searching pass. Pass is just off target. Howson. It's Pirlo. Seedorf. Look at the space here. Lovely feet. He's beaten the line. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! Oh, taken with style. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a check. Oh, he's been caught napping.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Throw in. And here's Bale. Bale tries making a foray down the right.
Well played and well cleared.
And they've been given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Rummenigge. Chance for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Casemiro. We are into overtime. Now it's Bale. And that has been cut short. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Passing nice and neat. Pirlo. Great ball and he's in. Great chance! It's bounced back off the post. Caught offside that time. That's at the end. Portugal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide.
And the shot! Just off target.
Cruyff certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Out towards the flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with...
There's the shot! In he goes again! Goal! Portugal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now this could be a chance. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, well played, well played. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Approaching the half-hour mark. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Casemiro calmly anticipates. Camavinga. And it's Neymar. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Van Dijk is there to clear. And we have our very first corner. Well, there's the clearance. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Now it's Rice. That's very neat. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Rice. Camavinga. Portugal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Camavinga. Mbappe. Cruyff. No way through there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Portugal really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Cruyff. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Bale, and the takes a shot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Still just a single goal between the sides. And it's Neymar. Now it's Bale. Cruyff, a player of legendary status. Almost an hour gone. Pass somewhat off target. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And here's Marmoush. Knocks it out wide. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Cruyff.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mbappe. The ball has bounced loose now. And they've been given a corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Goes looking wide, looking to go deep.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Upamecano defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Cruyff. Real chance! It goes to show he is human after all.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Portugal have a free kick. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Marmoush, and he shoots! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And this is Bale. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Neymar. Lovely, now then. Oh, what has happened here? And there goes the final whistle. Portugal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it.
Just a quick
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection.
Great chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Alonso. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. Nice looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, they can break here. Now that looks a decent ball. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Madrid were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Neymar goes on a charge down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Xabi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And there's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Maldini gets good distance on it. He's found a way past. He has found the way through. Oh no, what has happened here? Batistuta.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Neymar. Marmouche. He's found some space. And a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And it's Neymar. Well timed, excellent interception. Iniesta. It's a good run down the right.
1 minute added time.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Portugal happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Bale. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's in on goal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Camavinga. Alonso. Now there's a fine ball. And a chance! Team still separated by the game's only goal. So we've reached the hour mark.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Aimed beyond the defence. The less said about that pass, the better.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Neymar. Oh, he's burst through. It's Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 up now, and they are cruising. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that
Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh no, this does not look good.
There they go, hunting again.
Rooney! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. That is some save from Khan.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now it's Bale, and he cuts out the supply. Has a look and plays it forward.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Great vision.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he get on the end of this? He's having a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Madrid have their second corner now. And that has been knocked clear. And time is up. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite.